Once upon a time, in a busy little town, lived a cheerful little boy named Aahir. He played with his friends after school, helping his mum in the evenings, and slept with a smile on his face. His life was pretty perfect, except for one thing. There was one thing he disliked more than anything in the whole world. He hated rainy days. When it rained, he couldn't play outside. His shoes got wet and muddy, and the streets turned into slippery, muddy pools. So, whenever the clouds grew dark, he would sigh and say, "Rain just ruins everything." One day, as he was walking home from school, the clouds suddenly grew dark. Just as he reached for his umbrella, the rain began to pour. Aahir ran for shelter under a big tree, pulling out his plain blue umbrella. That's when he noticed something unusual. Leaning against the park bench was an umbrella. Not just any umbrella, though. It was bright blue with silver stars sprinkled across its fabric and a handle shaped like a smiling frog. Curious, he walked closer. Just as he reached for it, the umbrella opened itself and a soft voice spoke. "Finally, someone to carry me again. Oh, how wonderful." Aahir almost dropped the umbrella in shock. Did you just talk?" The umbrella chuckled. "Of course I talk. Who doesn't when it rains? You're a funny one, aren't you?" Aahir blinked in surprise, then slowly smiled. "A talking umbrella. That's amazing." The umbrella bowed slightly. "And you, boy, are my new friend. Care for an adventure?" Before Aahir could answer, the umbrella lifted him gently into the air. "Whoa!" he exclaimed as the umbrella glided over the puddles, kicking up splashes of water around them. With a gentle whoosh, the rain around them sparkled like diamonds, and Aahir felt weightless and free. Suddenly, the world around them shimmered, and he heard a rushing sound. Looking down, he saw a sparkling waterfall. They landed safely at the edge of it, and Aahir gasped. The waterfall glowed with every color of the rainbow. Tiny fish leaped from red to blue to green streams, and each drop sparkled like liquid sunshine. "Where are we?" he asked in awe. The umbrella replied, "This is the Rainbow Falls, a place you can only reach through rain." Aahir laughed, dipping his hands into the sparkling water. It felt like touching liquid sunlight. But the umbrella said, "Come, there is more to see." Together they floated along the river until they reached a clearing. And Aahir couldn't believe his eyes. In front of him lay a kingdom unlike any other. It was a kingdom of frogs. Some were playing games, others hopping around, and many were dressed in tiny crowns, cloaks, and boots. In the center sat a large frog wearing a golden cloak and a tiny top hat. He hopped forward, carrying a golden lily as a staff. "Welcome, traveler of the rain," he said with a smile. "And welcome, talking umbrella. It's been long since you visited." "Welcome to our humble frog kingdom," said another frog, dressed in a purple cloak. "And who is your majesty?" asked Aahir. The king bowed slightly. "I am the Frog King, and today we are having our Moonlight Festival. Would you like to join us?" "Oh, yes," said Aahir quickly. And the frogs led him into their village. They sang songs as they leaped across giant lotus leaves, and fireflies lit up the sky like lanterns. Aahir danced with them, laughing as gentle rain drizzled from above. For the first time, he didn't feel annoyed by the rain. He felt joy. Suddenly, dark clouds rolled in. The Frog Kingdom shivered as heavy rain and thunder began to flood the festival. The Frog King cried, "Oh dear, the Storm Serpent is here. He wants to swallow the Rainbow Falls." The umbrella whispered to Aahir, "We must help. The serpent fears light, not darkness." "But how can we stop him?" asked Aahir. "He's huge and scary." The umbrella said firmly, "Hold me high. Trust me." Taking a deep breath, Aahir gripped the umbrella tightly and raised it toward the storm. Lightning flashed, thunder roared, and from the clouds, a massive serpent of rain and wind appeared. Its eyes glowed silver, and its roar shook the ground. It lunged toward them. The umbrella's silver stars began to glow. Beams of light shot through the raindrops, scattering rainbows everywhere. The serpent hissed, shrinking smaller and smaller until it dissolved into harmless mist. The frogs cheered. The rainbow waterfall glowed even brighter. The Frog King hopped forward and placed a crown of lilies on Aahir's head. "You are now a true friend of the rain." The umbrella chuckled. "Well done, boy. I knew you had courage." Soon, the rain around them began to fade away. The frogs waved goodbye, the rainbow falls sparkled one last time, and with a swirl of colors, Aahir found himself back in his town. The umbrella was still in his hand, dripping gently from the last drops of rain. The clouds had cleared, and sunlight broke through. Aahir looked round and smiled. "Thank you," he whispered to the umbrella. "I won't complain about rain again." The umbrella laughed softly. "I knew you wouldn't, boy. After all, a true friend understands that even gloomy days hide magic. Sometimes you just need the right friend to see it. Now go on, run along. I believe in you." Aahir waved goodbye to the disappearing umbrella and raced home, skipping in puddles along the way. From that day on, Aahir never hated rainy days again. Instead, he waited for them eagerly, hoping to hear the umbrella's voice and begin another adventure. Whenever the rain fell, he knew that magic was near, and he wasn't afraid anymore. Once he'd discovered the wonder hidden in raindrops, he couldn't wait for the next shower. Moral of the story: even gloomy days hide magic. Sometimes you just need the right friend to see it. Now, my little friends, it's time for bed. Close your eyes and imagine it's raining. What adventures might be waiting for you if you look closely? Perhaps a magical talking umbrella is waiting to take you on an exciting journey just like Aahir. Sweet dreams, my dears. May your dreams be filled with the magic of friendship and adventure. Remember, even when the rain falls, there's always a bit of magic in the air. If you believe, you can find it.